Good morning and welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming today to learn about the Language Flagship's efforts to promote the teaching of strategic languages in the U.S. and how this government program is engaging business, education, and government in an effort to increase foreign language proficiency in the U.S.
Organizations and leaders who prioritize cultural intelligence are more likely to accomplish their mission and experience several benefits, including enhanced business performance, better decision-making and flexibility, ability to adapt internationally and be able to do it more easily, and attracting and retaining talent. A company's chances of truly becoming an employer of choice anywhere in the world is when recruits can see that company uses its cultural intelligence, that it's valued and it's modeled inside of the organization. These experiences not only build engineering and language skills, they also give students a new appreciation for what it means to work in another culture and build cultural intelligence.
This is a topic I really believe deserves a lot more discussion and a lot more visibility. Just around the corner here on Capitol Hill, these numbers may have shifted a little bit, but the reality 2 years ago was that less than 50% of our congressmen and senators had a passport. I don't know about you, that scares the hell out of me. Now, as I said, that may have changed a little bit, but my guess is it's still not where it should be in terms of really understanding and appreciating the global impact that the country and the world is going through right now. There's a tremendous power shift taking place in markets, and the way we're going right now, we're not going to keep up with that global shift. So I think the Language Flagship is a great example of what needs to be done to make sure that we've got the kind of transparency in this area of global business development that we really need.
And I'll start off talking a little bit about globalization, which really is what we've been talking about this morning, that all the business leaders that have addressed this are really talking about operating in this global environment where timelines are shorter, where distances are shorter, where everything is compressed, where the importance of making the right decision and making that decision in a culturally attuned way is becoming more and more critical for American businesses. Clearly, as we've all discussed already this morning, a key to that competitiveness, a key to overcoming that challenge is language and cultural appreciation.
The department fully understands that national security needs cannot be met with the current output from U.S. education. Our high schools and colleges are not graduating students with measurable proficiencies in critical languages. And the department fully understands that, like other consumers of high school and university graduates, it must depend to a large part on the system, the education system, to produce the talents it needs to function in today's world. Perhaps our focus is not as finely tuned as our colleagues in the European Union, where the EU Commission on Multilingualism reports that, quote, a significant percentage of European SMEs lose millions of dollars of business every year as a result of linguistic and intercultural weaknesses. If we're to develop a globally competent workforce, our efforts must start immediately and must embrace the education of our children from kindergarten through universities. Federal investment in language education has expanded dramatically during the last decade. Together with programs at NSEP, the Department of State, and the intelligence community, we're working to produce more students with language abilities. The events of 9/11 and the political landscape since then have certainly raised the country's awareness of the national security needs for a multilingual workforce. But as a nation, we simply have not moved beyond the narrow concept of language and national security to the needs to meet the broader challenges of a very competitive world economy. At NACP, we have developed one very significant response to this need. You've heard our colleagues refer to the Language Flagship, which represents a new and transformational model of language education in the U.S., one that is built on the assumption that with innovative curriculum and motivated students, and later you can meet a few of those students, we can turn the corner on language learning and graduate students from any major, business, engineering, political science, who can walk into a room and engage in effective dialogue in another language. We've successfully tested the model and are actively expanding opportunities to hundreds, if not thousands, of undergraduates across the U.S. We want to create an expectation that a well-trained professional in the social, natural, physical sciences, and professional fields can function effectively in a global environment.